Why David and Annie may continue living in Thailand despite strong ties to the United States. David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan, one of the most beloved couples from the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, have led a fascinating life filled with cultural adjustments, family evolution, and shifting priorities. Although David is originally from the United States and spent most of his life there, the couple's recent decisions hint at a prolonged stay in Thailand. This has led fans to wonder what motivates their choices, especially when they have the option to return to the U.S. David's strong American roots. David's deep connection to the United States is well known. Born and raised in the U.S., David built his entire adult life in America. Long before he met Annie, he was previously married and became a father to 3 children, Ashley, Brittany, and Jacob. His daughters are both in their mid-30s and have established their lives in America. His son Jacob, who is in his 20s, recently announced his engagement and is preparing to marry in March 2026. David's bond with his children remains significant. Over the years, fans have seen glimpses of their interactions on social media, with occasional family get-togethers and supportive messages exchanged online. Despite the geographical distance, he seems to make an effort to stay connected with his children and celebrate their milestones from afar. In addition to family ties, David has a stable career history in the U.S. He has worked in various roles over the years, but most recently found success in real estate. He's not only experienced, but has managed to close several deals in the past year alone, including his first million-dollar transaction. This milestone reflects his dedication and adaptability in a competitive industry. With such strong roots in America, including family, career, and years of experience, it's reasonable to believe that David would naturally lean toward returning to the United States. However, his current circumstances suggest a different path. Annie's life in Thailand and her need for support. Annie Suwan, originally from Thailand, has made it clear that being close to her family brings her comfort and happiness, especially during significant life events. When the couple welcomed their child, Annie relied heavily on her family for both emotional and physical support. Her parents and siblings have been involved in her life in meaningful ways, offering help when David was away on business or personal matters. Living in Thailand offers Annie the unique opportunity to raise her child with the close support of her extended family. This environment, full of familiar traditions, language, and values, provides a sense of security and belonging. Annie has openly shared how comforting it is to have her mother nearby during such a transformative time in her life. Fans of the couple witnessed this support system in action during an episode of 90-Day Diaries, where David and Annie discuss the possibility of bringing Annie's mother to the United States. However, the process to secure a visa would take at least 2 years. That lengthy delay plays a major role in their decision to stay in Thailand. Given the unpredictability of international travel and visa processing times, it's not surprising they've chosen the more stable and immediate option, remaining in a place where Annie feels safe and supported. A shift in career strategy. David exploring job opportunities in Asia. One of the most telling signs that David and Annie are committed to their life in Thailand, at least for the foreseeable future, is David's recent professional focus. Despite his successful history in real estate in the U.S., David has begun looking for work in Asia. In a video shared on Annie's Instagram in May 2025, David mentioned he had an interview scheduled for a local opportunity. Although he is still involved in American real estate, this move indicates a desire to establish a local income stream. According to fans who follow them closely, David has also made logistical changes that further support this shift. He has cleared out his house in Arizona and put one of his properties in Thailand up for rent, potentially to generate income while minimizing expenses. At his age, and after an extensive career, it's understandable that David might be seeking some stability and ease. Looking for work while adjusting to a new environment can be a challenge. Nevertheless, he appears determined to do what's necessary to support his wife and their family. Balancing cultural differences and shared goals. David and Annie have long exemplified how couples from different cultural backgrounds can find common ground. Their journey has never been just about location, it's been about merging two worlds. While David brings his American experience and career background into the relationship, Annie offers deep cultural roots and a close-knit family dynamic. For David, adapting to life in Thailand has likely required considerable effort. Learning the language, adjusting to the local customs, and living in a different economic system are not small feats. Despite these challenges, he appears committed to making it work, and much of that effort seems driven by his love for Annie and their shared goals as a family. Meanwhile, Annie has grown more comfortable living in her home country again. She's producing social media content that includes her family members and frequently shares how much she enjoys life in Thailand. This content not only highlights her happiness, but has also become an income-generating venture, helping to support the household financially. Could a return to the U.S. still happen? Though the couple is currently settled in Thailand, the door isn't entirely closed on a return to the United States. David's ties to his children, the familiarity of the American real estate market, and the couple's previous life in Arizona all serve as potential reasons for a future move. From a practical standpoint, the U.S. offers certain opportunities that Thailand might not. David would likely find it easier to close high-value real estate deals in Arizona, given his established contacts and licensing. He might also benefit from fewer regulatory hurdles and better commissions. In addition, living in the U.S. would give David a chance to be closer to his adult children, especially as they continue to reach life milestones. Being part of his future grandchildren's lives and supporting his son through marriage are meaningful motivators. Yet, any move back to the U.S. would come with its own set of challenges. For Annie, being far from her family and adjusting again to a different lifestyle could be emotionally taxing, particularly with a young child in tow. Until Annie's mother is able to move to the U.S. or visit frequently, it's unlikely she would be comfortable leaving Thailand permanently. A decision built on love and adaptability. At the heart of it, David and Annie's story is one of compromise, commitment, and care. They continue to adjust their lives based on what's best for their relationship and their growing family. While David might be more naturally aligned with the United States, he clearly respects and honors Annie's desire to be close to her loved ones. Likewise, Annie understands the sacrifices David is making and supports him in his job searches and professional efforts in Thailand. This ongoing balance between two cultures, two continents, and two sets of personal values is a testament to how couples can thrive when they work together. Whether they remain in Thailand for several more years or eventually return to the U.S., their decisions appear grounded in mutual respect and long-term thinking. Conclusion: living life on their own terms. David and Annie's life in Thailand might seem unconventional to some fans, especially given David's extensive roots in the U.S. However, their situation reflects a thoughtful and heartfelt choice that prioritizes family support, cultural belonging, and shared goals. While it's easy to assume David would prefer life in America due to his background and professional history, he has shown a willingness to adapt for the sake of his relationship. Annie, in turn, is creating a nurturing environment in Thailand, one that supports her well-being and allows her family to thrive. Their journey continues to resonate with fans, not because it follows a traditional path, but because it represents something even more powerful: love, flexibility, and the courage to create a life that works for both of them.